What's up, child? It's Lonnie Spiritual. Alright, so in this video, I want to talk about the first step out of like a million steps. Alright, the first step you need to take if you want change in your life and if you want to better yourself. Alright, so you can have your own opinion about this, about whatever change, whatever the first step you need to change, whatever the first step is, you feel like you need to make, go ahead and just make that step. Alright, because nobody's going to tell you how to run your life but you. All right, and if you're looking for somebody else to run your life, then that's already the wrong step, because only you have power over yourself. And if you steady looking for somebody else to do something for you, then at the end of the day, what are you doing for yourself? You can't get nowhere like that. It's crippling you just crippling yourself by having everything done for you. All right, so you got to do the work yourself. That's first off. All right, but the first step, in my opinion, that you should take is to be truthful and honest with yourself. All right, so what does that really mean? Right, by you being dishonest with yourself, and at the same time you know you need to you want change in your life and you want better for yourself, you not being honest with yourself is like you kind of what's the word I'm looking for, you contradicting yourself. Like, how can you want change but you refusing to be honest about what you want to change? That don't even make sense. So you're just going to keep running into the same situation, the same problems, and keep having to learn the same situations over and over and over. And it's going to keep getting harder and harder and harder until you be honest with yourself and self-reflection, or when you look in the mirror and be like, yes, I do need to change this about myself, or yes, I do this, but today I'm choosing to not be that type of person no more. All right, you know that you a type of person, okay, and you being honest with yourself. Now that you being honest with yourself, you can choose to have a new identity, okay? So by you being honest with yourself, right, and you acknowledging the type of person you are, all right, or the habits you have, all right, because a lot of people think that you can just miraculously think your way into positivity, or think your way into a high vibration, or think your way into manifesting. No, you have to act your way into the manifestation, because the actions you take creates the identity for you. Okay, so if you thinking all day that you a in shape person and a fit person and a person that's on their shit, and you thinking that all day and all day and all day, and then but in your actual reality you're not doing that, then your identity hasn't changed. Why? Because your habits hasn't changed. All right, so in order to really make change in your life, the first step is to acknowledge that yes, you were a lazy person that didn't do shit before, and you treated people like shit. All right, so now your actions from this point forward can reflect that new identity that you want. All right, and you can only do that by acknowledging the truth of the situation. And another thing you got to realize is about being honest with yourself, right? If you want to be this new person and you want this new change, right, and you want this new identity, if you're not being honest with yourself, that means you're choosing to, you're making the choice to see that you have nothing to change about yourself. So if you want change in this specific area of your life and you're not acknowledging the fact that you need to change this about yourself, then how are you going to change it? All right, so if you want to change this fact about your life, or you want this new identity, you have to be honest about where you are right now, because at the end of the day, if you were this person And if you were taking these actions to gain this new identity every day, then you would show you the results would be there, and your outward reality will start to reflect what's already in here. All right, so this is mainly the reason why I say that the first step you need to take in changing your life is being honest with yourself. And a lot of people think that, like, oh, I don't like this about myself, so I'ma just not acknowledge it and ignore it and push it away, and 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 feel all highly about myself, when in reality I really don't feel like that about myself. I'm just trying to cover it up and mask it up with all of this shit that I'm really not, but I'm saying I am, but I'm doing nothing to prove to myself that I am this. So, like, this shit don't make no sense. Like, you like what I don't know. That shit, I don't know. To me, honestly, I feel like that shit is a mental health issue, because like that's a problem. Like, yeah, to y'all people that do that, like, y'all fucking up people's lives, like, y'all damaging yourselves. That's first of all. Then you you treating everybody else like shit, and you choosing not to see it because you don't like that about yourself, when really you feel like that about yourself. You treat yourself like shit, you feel like shit yourself, and to cover that up, you treat everybody else like shit, and you project this high value of yourself that you really don't have. You really view yourself in a low value way. All right, so you cannot lie to yourself. All right, that's the first thing at and just anywhere in journey. You cannot lie to yourself, all right? Because at the end of the day, when you when you lay down at night and you go to sleep, you gotta be with yourself, all right? So under all of that masking, and under all of that projection, and under all of that fakeness that you trying to put out to the world, this fake image that you're trying to hold up, you know deep down inside that that's not you, all right? And you want this new reality. So you you choosing not to be honest with yourself and be truthful about it, so you can actually make the change to become this new person that you want to become. You not doing nothing but pushing yourself back and further back from becoming that person and gaining this new identity, because as you like keep up this facade, like, people start to believe that shit. Like, people actually get delusional and start believing that, oh, I am this person. Oh, I really am. And deep down inside, once they finally do the work, that shit just comes crashing down, and they just can't take it no more. They break down because they put all of this years and all of these years into trying to be something they not, when they could have just told themselves the truth and really put in the work from the beginning to become this new reality, or gain this new identity that they wanted. All right, so at the end of the day, you're not doing nothing by lying to yourself, but wasting your time, because while you really could be doing the work, you want to get to the top of the steps, and you don't want to put in no exercise. You don't want to walk. You don't want to go step for step. You want to just skip the steps and take the escalator. The escalator don't do shit but help you skip steps. You can't skip. It's no skipping steps in changing your life, all right, and bettering yourself and gaining this new identity. It's no steps. If you treat people like shit and you do bullshit and you keep up these negative habits, and you put on this facade that you the complete opposite, at the end of the day, it's gonna come crashing down, and you're gonna get your karma. All right, so you might as well just be honest and do the right thing, and really make that change in your life, to where your daily habits reflect the person that you want to become. All right, so Just be honest with yourself. It'll save you a lot of hurt and a lot of wasted time. It'll save the people around you a lot of hurt and a lot of wasted time, because they, deep down inside, they don't want to see you like that. Like, they don't want to see you like in this delusional ass state, believing something that you not, and putting them in more hurt and stuff like that, because you delusional and you don't want to see shit for what it is. You want to just push it to the side and try to take the easy way out. I'm gonna tell you right now, you cannot take the easy way out. All right, at the end of the day, the easy way out is the harder way out. The real easy way out is what seems like the hard way out. And the only reason it seems like the hard way out is because you want to do some shit that you too lazy to put in the actual work. When all actuality, you gonna have to put in the work anyway. But you trying to take the easy way out, you're not doing nothing but prolonging the process, and you're gonna have to learn these lessons harder and harder and harder every time, because you choosing not to learn the lessons. So you're gonna keep going through the same shit, and you're gonna, at the end of the day, it's gonna be 5, 10, 15, 20 years, and you wasted all this time trying to be this person that you're not. So now, once you finally decide to really put in the work to become this new person and be better, you already wasted I don't know how many years of your life. So that's why I say the real easy way out is the hard way out. What seems like the hard way out, and the harder way out is you trying to take the easy way out. So you might as well just take the hard way out, which is really the easy way out. All right, so like I said, be honest with yourself. That's the first step to making change, and it'll save you a lot of time, a lot of hurt, and all of that. Like, it's just take it. All right, just be honest with yourself, be truthful, and every day with your actions, prove to yourself that you can make this change and make the change. All right, so that's it for the first step to change, to making change in your life. All right, it's Lonnie Spiritual. I'm gone.